Tropical storm Nangka is approaching Hainan Island this morning in China. As of 10 a.m. in China, it was located at 18.8 degrees north, 112.3 degrees east, and it is quite a large system, with most of the rainfall threat of the system extending on the eastern side, so heavy rainfall might not come until a few hours after the storm makes landfall. Right now, as of the ATCF update recently, the same winds are at 45 miles per hour, and the pressure is slightly lower than what it was earlier, down to 994 millibars. The storm is moving west at around 14 miles per hour, which is 22 kilometers per hour, and it'll probably make landfall in around a few hours as it is just offshore. Looking at the CDPS scale for Hainan Island, as it is forecast to make landfall within the next few hours, really, probably, it is a CDPS Stage 2, which is significant, as heavy rainfall is the main threat of the system, which will probably be after it makes landfall and moves into the Gulf of Tonkin. This is where the storm is located right now. It is located perilously close to Hainan Island, moving towards the west, and it is forecast to make landfall pretty shortly, and it'll weaken a little bit as it moves over land, and then it might re-intensify as it moves over warm waters again and into Vietnam afterwards. Currently, the storm is located only 85 miles away from Qinghai in Hainan Island, or in China, 175 miles from Zhanjiang, 201 from Dongfang, 235 from Dongha, and 258 from Nandin, all of those in China, I believe. For the latest watches and warnings, see your local weather service for the latest watches and warnings related to Nangka as of this morning. So this is why we are giving it 45 miles per hour based on the satellite imagery. Its center is slightly exposed a little bit. Most of its precipitation is on the eastern and southern side, which is over the South China Sea. RAM and SATCOM, interestingly enough, are going slightly higher at 50 miles per hour. It could bump those winds slightly upwards before it makes landfall, but most likely it'll probably be 50, 45, maybe even pushing 60 if it gets its act together in the next few hours as it makes landfall. Here's what the Joint Typhoon Warning Center is saying as of their latest advisory at around 21 Zulu, which would be about 5 hours ago. They'll be updating this hour. They did give it 45 miles per hour, so they are maintaining that intensity, and they do forecast a 50 mile per hour landfall sometime soon on Hainan Island, and then weakening down to looks to be 45 miles per hour, and then slight re-intensification before striking Vietnam. This is what we're looking for the rainfall threat. As you can see, there's a large plume of rainfall extending just southwest of Hong Kong, so areas along that China coastline could be seeing heavy rainfall as Nangka pushes inland. You can also see another system pushing across the Philippines, which we should be monitoring closely for tropical cyclone development in the South China Sea again. It's been a crazy past few days in the South China Sea with storm after storm after storm. The South Seafront temperatures are looking right now for the storm. They're forecast to be pretty much the same throughout the whole duration of the storm, as long as it remains over water. So sea surface temperatures probably won't be that much of an issue. It's more dry air that's what's going to be the storm's main hazard. This is what we're looking at model forecast for the track-wise. Most models do anticipate it inland. The COTC does take it into the Bay of Bengal, probably as a remnant low. However, this system could redevelop into a tropical cyclone in the Bay of Bengal, as some models have been hinting, but it'll probably be weak as the monsoon period is certainly still active in there, I should say. This is what we're looking at for the model runs for Nangka. As you can see, they are generally keeping it at the same intensity. HWRF probably initializing very wrong, taking it south there, interestingly. We should be monitoring that. Sea surface temperatures are forecast to be rather the same, as I said earlier. Relative humidity is actually pretty high for this storm, so that's going in the storm's favor. However, wind shear is rising a little bit right now, and it'll probably decrease a little bit as it moves over Hainan Island, but land interaction will weaken it, and she will rise once again as it passes over the Gulf of Tonkin. This is how this storm has been looking, at least on the rainfall percentage of things. You can see a large area of rainfall extending on the eastern side of the storm, moving up towards the north, so coastal portions of China could be seeing rainfall amounts in the inches over the next few hours and potentially days as this system pushes inland. And we could also be seeing some impacts in the same area from the next system behind it, Invest 93W, which we should be monitoring for development very closely. This is how the storm is looking right now on the visible. Sunrise just reaching the storm right now. It's looking very unorganized, struggling to organize as of right now, probably due to dry air and that wind shear earlier. But this system is another one that we need to watch closely. Weak tropical storm pushing into Hainan Island, and Nangka will probably be dead by midweek. Stay tuned to Force 13's outlets for the latest information on Nangka and future tropical cyclone developments around the globe. You can follow Force 13's outlets. You can check out our new cyclone tracker on our website, force-13.com/cyclone tracker. You can also follow us on youtube.com/force13. Subscribe if you haven't. You can follow us on Facebook for more updates on there, as well as Twitter. We also do publish updates on there as well. You can become an ultimate fan of our YouTube channel. To see the full list of YouTube benefits, visit youtube.com/force13/join. With a special thanks to our Ultimate Fan and our patrons this month as they continue to bring funds towards our way. You can also check out our growing merch store at store.force13.com as well. It continues to grow to this day. You can also check out our Discord server using the link in the description below.